Yeah. This is, there's always something. It's always something. Stupidity of me blocking the rain with an umbrella that's still dripping everywhere. But it's better than nothing. It's just, I hope better than nothing. Not sure actually. Felix is all upset. It's always a fiasco, man. I'm so mad at myself letting this roof get ripped off and not making sure that it was absolutely locked. I'm so fucking mad at myself. Felix, this thing's barely standing up, dude, and it's raining back here. Raining in the back. About a full 24 hours, they're good. It's old hat now. No big deal. And because the problems and adventure never ends, I get into Crane. I'm just a few miles away. I know everybody's asleep, so I decide I want to stop at Rapid Roberts and get some coffee right outside Crane, Missouri, right? So I pull into Rapid Roberts. And the gentleman inside has a bit of an attitude. And I'm like, hey, is a mid-grade coffee ready? And he's like, oh, no, we just opened. I was like, okay, well, I'll go outside and come back in. I wait outside for like 20 minutes, turn my bus off, wait, get my coffee, go and ask him to get me a tank of propane, spend like 40 bucks. After spending the 40 bucks, I say nice things, being cordial, you know, being me, talkative and all that. And I come outside and try and start my bus, and there's something weird going on. I just bought 2 new batteries and they're dropping below 9 volts while I'm trying to start it, and so that it won't start until I get just a little boost on it. I don't know what the drain is, but I won't start until I get a little boost on it. So I go inside and ask him if I can plug in a power cord that will just help get the engine started. No. Against company policy? Sure is against company policy. So it's against company policy to give an outlet to somebody that can help them get them out of your place after they were just a $40 good customer. It's exactly how it is. Riding with my buddy out here really made me wish I had a team, man. I had so much drama and overcoming situations and disagreements that come to understandings from both sides. And none of it on video because there's not enough hands to hold the video and interact at the same time. And if you've got a camera and somebody's facing you, you're not really interacting. But if somebody else has a camera on both of you, the interactions are still sort of real. I need a 3-person team at least. I need a 3-person team. We're all focused on the same thing, and we all want to work for each other's success. I accidentally turned the button off after that. So I'm here and everything's still a mess, and I've just sort of been chilling. I went to sleep last night after getting what I could set up, and this morning it's been cold, and I went outside, and as soon as I went outside, I had to deal with mud on my shoes because the sewer line was not, he couldn't find the sewer line, so he had to dig a new sewer line. And in digging a new sewer line, he sort of flattened the area out that he wanted me to park on because it was totally slanted a little bit, and at the same time, he dug it all up, and it's Mississippi clay. I mean, it's stuck bad. It's stuck real bad. Felix wants to go outside, and he hasn't been out yet. You wanna go outside, Felix? Felix. I was like, damn, quit talking to me about it. Just do it. Let's go. You ready, Bubba? Meow, meow. none of the dogs are out.
Tell you what, I sure did think that escape from Florida was all that mattered. When I was headed to Missouri, I really thought that I was going to have this job locked up for $14 an hour no matter what, working at a gas station as a clerk. My rent was $200 a month and everything was supposed to be set up, power and water and sewer and all of that at the place I was supposed to be going to, and it was all grass and looked all pretty. And when I got up here, things weren't quite as they seemed. The first few weeks I had such a fantastic time hanging out with my family, playing with my nieces and nephews. We took pictures sometimes, and I would hang out with their kids, and we had fun. And for the first month, I pretty much did nothing but hang out with family. Is it better when you can see yourself on the screen?
Yeah.
Say hi. Arian, do you see? Look. Look. Who's that? Is that you? Very cute, huh? Oh, yeah? What are you doing? No, don't touch it though. It's not ours. Is that I got a cool Wile E. Coyote on it?
Yep. It has a bag.
Yeah. It does, huh?
Yeah. Is that a camera?
What do you think? Is it a camera?
Yeah.
Who's on it?
It ate you.
That's right, Aiden Andrews on it, huh?
Yeah. So I play fast.
Yeah, you are fast, huh?
I just do push-ups.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm stronger. And I shrap.
That is how you get stronger.
Yeah. That's why I'm stronger. That's why I'm stronger.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. This is smell. This is smell.
What do you smell?
Food.
What kind of food? Is that sausage?
Yeah? What are we gonna do today?
Visit.
Now, ever since I got to Missouri, what I kept noticing is how beautiful everything is. My bike rides around to do things would be absolutely fantastic. This beautiful farmland, amazing streams everywhere, birds are singing, butterflies are flying around me, fruit is falling off the trees, little mulberries I think they are, and I just see beauty everywhere. And since my shift in perception, I feel like I keep seeing more beauty, and I keep trying to avoid the things that would bring my mentality down. I had a really great time. The moment I went to go and try and get those jobs, well, I tell you what, decades-old marijuana or ecstasy felonies will still keep you from getting those jobs in most places. It's actually a tad bit ridiculous with the way the world is changing its mind, but once you've been exorcised from the system does not really want you unless you've paid obscene amounts of money in order to get it to let you back in and some such. There's a lot of people that understand exactly what I'm talking about right there. Missouri has been gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. I cannot tell you enough on how serene and wonderful my bicycle rides to go from one place to another. Now those places might be 7, 12, or 25 miles away, depending on how much riding I can do that day with my legs in order to make it back to where I'm staying at. But the beauty does not compare with the inability for me to work. I have not been able to get the work I thought I could, and when I was working at a handyman at that lovely little spot along Table Rock Lake, I was making $15 an hour doing $22 an hour work. But the real problem is I could only get, in the beginning, maybe $80 a day. About $200 a week was what I was averaging, and that's because I was riding in there with my sister, and she was a cleaning lady there, and so her hours would dictate my hours, and I just couldn't make enough money to do anything. I sat here basically for months surviving off of a couple of $100 or $80 a week, which would end up being like $300 a month at the rate that I was going. This was really not working out for me very well. To add on top of the money issues, the place I had been living, I had been renting under the expectation that the water and the sewer and the trash was going to be provided, and I was going to have to pay my own electric, and that there would be a place for me to plug in. Well, the sewer wasn't set up until right before I got here. The yard is all torn up and it's being turned to mud by the rain when I get here. And there is no power. I have to beg power off of my neighbor who is renting a similar spot from the same person. Now, I was told all kinds of things about how it was going to be there soon, but still, up until the day where I'm making this video, there's no power spot for me to plug into to be paying my own way. I am going off of the courtesy of my neighbors, and there is positives and negatives to this. I don't know exactly what I'm paying, if it's more or less. That's both a positive and a negative. My neighbor is a really awesome couple, and we have a great relationship. At the same time, it would be more beneficial to our relationship if I was paying for my own power. It's sort of a big deal. All right. With everything I'm about to say right here, I do not need you to think like I do. I just need you to believe that I believe what I'm telling you. And God has recently come into my life, and it might not be the way you think of God, but it's definitely the way that I think of God. And everything that has happened recently, I can definitely attribute to that, because it's one miracle after another. Realize if I take my batteries off my bus and take the battery I reconditioned and hook myself up a electric bike extender, that should get me like 100 miles, I figure, something like that. And the part we missed is where I forgot how to hook it up properly, and I almost blew myself up. Yeah, big arc. Yeah, that's atomized copper everywhere. Yeah, really stupid. But I need to find some other stuff and get this thing done. Its battery's not done charging. new bike battery set up. I think I'm gonna take this with me. Yeah. I had a fuse blow on me, but this fuse was after I had put together all of the batteries from my bus to create a 36-volt battery to hook up to my bike on a cart to run behind my bike so that I could make it 50 miles away and back. And I thought this was a great idea, especially when I got it all done and it actually started to work. And then I took it for the ride. And I made it about 8 miles out of here, and then there was this hill, and I forgot to bring my camera. I apologize for that. At the same time, if I would have had my camera in my hand when I was trying to do what I was doing here, it probably all would have gone bad for me, really bad, because there was this big hill, and I could not get myself to stop because the cart was so heavy. It was pushing me and the bike, and the little tires could not get enough grip to stop the cart. And this hill was steep, but it wasn't the steepest hill I was going to encounter that day, and I didn't know that. I got stopped right before this road ended and teed off, and I would have gotten pushed into traffic. Now, there was no traffic on the road, just to be honest. Yet, even though there was no traffic on the road, I knew that this was a problem. But I thought to myself, I'm no quitter. I don't think the bike is going to go back up that hill I just came down. So, I'm going to keep on going. And so I decided to keep on going. And about 5 miles later, I had a fuse blow. Now, the amazing thing is not just that the fuse blows at a really great time. The amazing thing is that I had a bag of 60 fuses or 70 fuses of all different types that I'd thrown inside of my backpack. And that bag of fuses is nowhere to be found. I can't find a fuse anywhere. I'm looking everywhere in my bag, and I can't find that bag of fuses. And to this day, I still don't know where my bag of fuses are. They are not at my bus. They are not outside. They were nowhere along the road any of the times I've made this ride since then without the cart. But I blew a fuse. So I had just passed Galena, and Galena is 12 miles in between where I need to go. There's another 12 miles to go from Galena. And once again, I've decided that I ain't no quitter, so I'm not going to stop. And so what I did is I hid my cart in the woods, and I covered it up, and I rode back to Galena to see if I could buy a fuse. Of course, there's a gas station and there's a Dollar General. I should be able to find some fuses. Guess what? There's no fuses in Galena. They didn't have any of my kind. They had other types of fuses, but they didn't have any regular-sized bus fuses. They had minis. They had something else, but it wasn't a bus fuse. And neither one of the stores could help me with fuses. So now I have about 12 miles back to the house, or about 12 miles to Branson. So what do? I have 12 miles back to the house, or it's 12 miles back to Branson. I cannot use the batteries that I just used, but I did bring my regular bike battery. It has only about an 80% charge, and when it's fully charged, it's only supposed to go about 20 miles. Well, I hiked up my boots and decided once again, I ain't no quitter. So I left my cart hidden in the woods, and I took the bike, and I took the ride to Galena.
It's a magic hour.
And it was a definite ride. I took my bike, and I took the ride to Branson, and it was a definite ride. I don't know if I'll make it home, but I made it all the way to fucking Branson on a bike. 60-mile round trip for the way I rode it. Can't do this again like that. It was a bad idea. I did as much pedaling as I possibly could, and I didn't bring my charger for the battery, so I had to make the battery last as much as possible. I found some fuses, and I went to go back to where my cart was hidden. And as I'm on my way back to where my cart is hidden, that's when I find out how steep the hill I was about to go down was. I didn't notice it when I was going down it with just my bike without the cart because I've gotten so used to riding fast. But when I had to go back up this hill and my bike could not even go up half of it with me pedaling, I had to get off of my bike and walk me and my bike the rest of the way up the hill because it was so steep. The bottom of that hill ends in an S curve, and there was no way me, the cart, the brakes, and the extra couple of 100 pounds on the back of the cart were going to stop before that S curve. That S curve was going to wreck me. it was going to ruin me. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of any of this because I had forgotten the camera. But if the camera was there, that would have just been an extra variable and the possibility that I might have hurt myself really badly. But this isn't the first time something serendipitous like that happened, and it wouldn't be the last time either. Since I've been here, I've been looking at places and thinking about opening up a business that has to do with rocks and gemstones that I've had in my head for a long time. And I contacted a friend of mine. He's very big in the gem and mineral industry in the United States. And he did not like the idea of putting money towards me having a business here, even if he would be a partner in it. But he did like the idea of me going to Nevada in order to open the same business in the middle of Mineral County. Now, I don't want to tell you who I'm going to be working with yet, but it will be coming out in the next video. But this little clip right here might give you a hint as to who or what it is. But I will tell you this is a guy I've had respect for a really long time, and I'm super excited about this opportunity, and we are going to make this work. But in order to make it work, I have to get me and my bus from Missouri to Nevada, and I'm going to need your help. In the next 2 videos, I'm going to be explaining who I'm working with and showing some videos that I did with a girl named Lexi that's a next door neighbor to where I'm parked in Missouri. I need your support now more than ever. I'm going to have some gem bags that are $50 with free shipping. Every bag will have rough fire agate, will have all kinds of rough stones that I have, and you will be getting faceted stones in every single bag, and some bags will have a whole bunch of stuff, but every bag will be worth way more than the $50 that's spent on it. And if you'd like to buy a fire agate right now, I will sell you a fire agate inside the United States for $220 with free shipping, and that's going to be a full color carved by Caleko amazing stone. It's not going to be a bunch of brown or anything like that. There's going to be top grade gemstones only. $220 includes free shipping inside the United States. $50 will get you a gem bag, and you might win a carved piece of fire agate. You might win an amazing faceted stones, but every single bag will have at least one faceted stone in it, some type of crystal seashell, some rough fire agate, and a bunch of other stuff too. I love y'all for watching. Thank you for being here, and now is the time I need your support, and I'm asking for your help. Share this video, like the video, and more importantly, help me in any way you can get from Missouri to Nevada, because we are chasing dreams, and now they are going to become accomplishments. I love you for watching, and I'll see you soon.